So you're thinking about moving to North Idaho and you've been wondering if Athol is the right place for you. Well, if that's the question you have, you're in the right spot, because today's video is all about Athol. We're going to show you around, take you to a few homes in different price ranges, show you a little bit around the town and some of the amenities that Athol has to offer. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right spot. Stick around to the very end. I'm going to tell you why I think Athol is probably one of the best places to live in North Idaho. So let's go check it out right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe, tap that notifications bell so you can be the first to learn about the current market conditions right here in North Idaho. My name is Seth. I'm a former police officer. I work with my wife, Kristen, and we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you trying to get more information about North Idaho. So whether you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. We'd love to help you make that smooth move right here to North Idaho. Since I'm doing a video about Athol, I had to include Silverwood Theme Park. Believe it or not, there's a giant theme park in Athol. Sits right on the shoulder or off to the side of Highway 95 here. And it is, well, it's hard to see behind me. I'll put the drone up so you can really see it, but it is huge. Tons of roller coasters, a big water park. It's super clean, as you would expect in North Idaho. And it's a really nice amusement park. There's also an RV park kind of behind that tree line back there, so you can take the RV up, buy a few days pass here and spend some time there with the family. It's a really cool spot and a huge benefit to Athol to have this here. It provides a lot of jobs as well. So I had to just take a moment and kind of throw that out there. Like I said, I'll put the drone up so you can see a little bit of it, but it's a great location other than the fact that I'm standing in a giant parking lot. You can see those big mountains behind me, absolutely beautiful. So right here in Athol, who knew? Silverwood Theme Park. We can't make a video about Athol, Idaho without talking about Farragut State Park, and that's where I'm standing right now. It is a state park. It's a large one, and it sits right on the shores of Lake Pend Oreille. It's at the very southern tip of Pend Oreille. So you have amazing things like sitting right behind me here is Beaver Bay. This is a swimming area, a public swimming area, and it's just awesome in the summer. You can bring the paddle boards out here and check out all the scenery. There's Kristen. You can see all this behind me. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and there's miles of hiking trails. There's RV camping, tent camping, all the things you can do here in Farragut State Park. There's a shooting range right near the park there as well. It's a lot of things to do here in Farragut. It's like definitely a treasure for North Idaho to have access to it. And when you go get your car registered, you can pay another 20 bucks and you get 2 years of state parks pass. So you can go to Farragut and other state parks and get in for free once you have that pass. So it's super cheap. Tag that on when you get your car registered, and that gives you access to all these wonderful natural beauties right here in Idaho. Okay, I'm in one of my favorite neighborhoods in Athol, and that is Walking Horse Estates. It's off Howard Road, super close to the Super One, which is the grocery store up here. So Walking Horse Estates is fantastic. They're all 5-acre lots, maybe some bigger than that, but minimum 5 acres. Beautiful pine trees, mountain views. It's relatively flat, so your land is very usable, and that's a huge benefit here. Wanted to give you a couple of more details about Athol as well while I'm out walking around here on the grass. Athol is in Kootenai County, obviously North Idaho. Population's about 800. which seems really small, and it is a small town. There's really not much of a downtown at all. There's the kind of commercial center, which is really pretty new, and that's anchored by the Super One food store there. Now there's a few other businesses going in. We'll show you some video of that so you can see what that looks like. There are some older parts across the freeway of Athol where you have some other businesses, some pizza places, a few other restaurants, coffee shop. So that stuff is here. And then we're about 30 minutes from Coeur d'Alene, 25-30 minutes from Coeur d'Alene. And then if you head north, you're about same distance to Sandpoint. So you're kind of sitting in the middle here in this valley. It's a great location. A lot of retirees end up here. A lot of retired cops too. So it's kind of gives you that peaceful environment that you might be looking for here in North Idaho. Walking Horse Estates tends to have some higher end homes in it and a lot of new builds. So this one behind me here is brand new. And this one is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2880 square feet, sitting on 5 acres. And it is listed at $975,000. I'm gonna walk over here because you really need to see this back porch area and patio. It's pretty epic. Let me go a little farther here because you got to see how tall it gets. So it'd be an awesome spot to sit back here, have your barbecue, have your outdoor furniture. There we go. And enjoy this wooded view behind you here. Right here, Walking Horse Estates. So niche.com gives Athol actually a C+ rating, which sounds pretty low. And I think part of the reason with that is it's not super family friendly, and some will argue that, of course, but there tend to be a lot of retirees here. There's not a lot of things as far as like school age activities and things like that. So I think that's probably it. There's no real nightlife, and that's kind of the things niche takes into account. Most of us don't care about that kind of stuff, because if you move to Athol, you're moving here because you want some acreage and you want some peace and quiet, and you want to be a little bit removed from the bigger city feel of the area like Coeur d'Alene. So that's it. So take that with a grain of salt. It is what it is. Athol's one of my favorite places in North Idaho, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. This next home, so we jumped up in price range just because it looks cool and I wanted to check it out. We are still about, I don't know, less than 5 minutes from the Super One grocery store right in central Athol. So you're still close to a lot of things, but this thing, a beauty. So this is sitting on 10 acres. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,046 square feet. It's this one right behind me with that super awesome shop as well. And it is listed at $2.2 million. So price range is up there. But if you're looking for that real serious dream home here in Athol, that might be the one. The one next to it's not for sale, but I got to show you that because it's even more badass. Look at that beauty. Love it. So great location out here. It is super quiet. We're in a cul-de-sac, dead end, and haven't seen anybody out here at all. Beautiful location. All right, let's go check out another one. It was a miracle. We were able to find a waterfront home here in Athol. This is Kelso Lake. I'm going to show you the lake right over here. It's pretty small. It's only about 63 acres in size. I guess that's not that small. I do see a few smaller motorbike type boats, but you're not going to be surfing or skiing on this lake. I would assume it's probably more like a paddleboard canoe type lake, and some swimming and great fishing, but it is really pretty up here. And the home is right here behind me. It's let's see, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet, and it's sitting on about 2 acres right here on the lake. It's got waterfront. You can see that behind me. And this one is listed at $930,000. So it's kind of small, more like a cabin, but you do get that waterfront living here in Athol up at Kelso Lake. Hey, thank you guys for joining me on this tour of Athol, Idaho. Remember, if you can't If you can't remember how to pronounce Athol, picture Mike Tyson saying the word asshole, and that will get it right every time.
He's very lucky that I'm a peaceful man. With everything like,
yeah. You're welcome for that tidbit. Athol is a really great community here in North Idaho. Tons of retirees here, but there are also a lot of families. It has a varied landscape, so you have the option of being in the pine trees. There are some homes in the hills. There are homes on water. So you've got a lot of that here. There's a great grocery store in town, some good restaurants, great coffee shop, Abide Coffee right there in Athol. That's a great one to pop into. I had coffee there today. And good location as far as proximity to Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. So it could be a good option for you, definitely something to consider. If you have more questions about any of the homes that we showed today, feel free to reach out to me and I can get you that info very easily. And remember, if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. We would love to help you make that smooth move right here to North Idaho.